That's you.
Good evening, parents,
It's an echo.
relatives, friends, faculty members, fellow administrators, Board of Education, and most importantly, class of 2023. It is my honor to welcome you to the 67th Annual Commencement Ceremony for the Northwest Area School District. At this time, we ask that if you are able to please rise, gentlemen, remove your caps and join the class as the members of the senior high choirs lead us in the singing of the national anthem.
Over there. Flag is over there.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare gave proof through the night that the flag was still there. Oh, say does that banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave? You may all be seated. Before we move on to the student graduating class of 2023, there is one member of the faculty graduating class that I would like to recognize. Mrs. Patty Wagner is retiring this year after 32 years of service to the Northwest Area School District. We would like to thank her for her many years of service and dedication to the students of Northwest Area. So as we prepare this evening to send all of you out into this world, I'm going to pose a question. How long is your shadow? Now, I'm not talking about your actual shadow, you know, the one that you have no control over. It kind of just casts itself based upon the angle of the sun and where you're standing and if the sun is out. I'm talking about the shadow you cast daily on the people in your lives. Robert Louis Stevenson wrote in one of his childhood rhymes, "I have a little shadow that goes in and out with me, and what can be the use of him is more than I can see." So let's take a step back and look at the reality of this evening. You have all gotten to this point, high school graduates, but you have not all gotten here by the same path. Your stories are different. There are different levels of accomplishments and accolades, things that you've received. Some of you are sitting here tonight thinking, man, I'm just glad I made it. And there might be some parents thinking the same thing. So what happens next? There are so many different plans for where you'll be going, but regardless of the differences in how you got here and the differences of where you're going, you all have one thing in common. You each have influence. You come in contact with people every day, most of which through your high school years have been the same people. And if we're being honest, some of the shadows we've cast throughout high school days have been positive, and others we would look back and request a mulligan if we were allowed to have one. Mulligan's a golf term. It's like if you really mess up, you asked for a redo, like, in case you didn't know. The real question is, what have we learned from these experiences? How will these past encounters change what your shadow looks like the next time you're placed in a position of influence? Famous pastor Bob Russell says, every one of us does cast some kind of shadow. It either heals or hurts, it blesses or it blights. Your shadow is your influence, the effect you have on other people. You can no more keep from exerting an influence than you can keep from casting a shadow on a sunny day. So as you step out into this world, more important than the status you gain, the money you earn, the house you live in, the car you drive, I hope you ask yourself, what kind of shadow do I cast? Then go ahead and use these talents you've been given, the career you earn, the family you're blessed with, and cast a shadow of kindness, hope, selflessness, caring, patience, and goodness in this world, because we can sure use some. Best of luck to the class of 2023. At this time, please welcome salutatorian of the class of 2023, Mr. Hunter Gemitter.
Good evening, guests, school board members, faculty, staff, coaches, parents, family, friends, underclassmen, and my fellow graduates. My name is Hunter Gemitter, and it is an honor to be standing before you as a salutatorian of the class of 2023. I am grateful to be surrounded by so many people who have invested so much time and effort into our learning experience as well as our lives. We are gathered here to celebrate the last 13 years of hard work and achievements of all of the graduates of the class of 2023. None of this would be possible without the love and support of each and every one of you. The class of 2023 would like to thank you all. Reflecting upon the last 13 years that we've spent together at Northwest, the class of 2023 is special in so many ways. As some of you may not know, we are the first graduating class that has spent our entire academic career together as one. The academic year of 2010 to 2011, our kindergarten year, was the very first year of the Northwest area primary and intermediate schools. I feel that this is one of the reasons that our class is so special. Unlike previous graduating classes, we form bonds and friendships that have endured from kindergarten through our senior year. 13 years ago, we were just children. And now we stand here today as young men and women ready for any challenges that may come our way. We've been faced with a lot in the last few years, but here we stand, just minutes away from graduating. Throughout these last 13 years, we've all achieved so much academically, athletically, and artistically. We've won many battles together, both on and off the fields and courts. One of the most difficult challenges that we faced and persevered through was the COVID pandemic. Our learning experience and atmosphere was significantly altered. Just when we thought we were back in person for good, we would end up staring into the computer screen once again. Because of this, I feel that we've become stronger and more versatile, not only in the classroom, but in life as well. Just a year before the COVID pandemic, in August of 2018, the Northwest Area High School caught on fire. This was definitely a hot way to start our 8th grade school year. The school year was delayed, and the gym and library were transformed into classrooms. Our school is in need of a renovation, but I'm not sure that this was the way to go. It seemed that the school was jealous of the newly renovated Lewis and Miller Memorial Stadium. To say that we've been blessed would be an understatement. Tonight may be the end of our high school careers, but it is just the beginning of a new chapter in our lives. This may be the last time that we stand here together as a class before we go our separate ways. Life may take us in different directions, our paths diverse, but the memories and friendships that we've made here together will last a lifetime. I would like to say good luck to everyone, wherever your path may lead. Thank you for the memories, Northwest.
Please welcome Class President, Ms. Brooke Bow, to introduce our guest speaker for this evening.
Gregory Mullins is a 2005 graduate of Northwest Area. Although he would not consider himself the strongest high school student, including the fact that he had to take 3 math classes his senior year just to graduate, he does not feel he would be where he is today without his experiences at Northwest. One of his fondest high school memories was his demoralizing loss in a push-up contest to Mr. Hisney. In high school, Greg was recognized with the Mr. Hustle Award and as the class flirt. He also was able to do the morning announcements and give the farewell poem at graduation, 2 privileges that meant a great deal to him. He suffered an unexpected loss of his stepfather during senior year doubles practice for football. His teammates and coaches showed up unexpectedly for the services, making him feel as though he really mattered. This was a turning point for him in his life. After high school, Greg Mullins also served in the United States Navy. He was attached to the 22nd Marine Expeditionary Unit. During his time in service, he was decorated with the Naval Achievement Medal for his service while deployed in Colombia. He attended LCCC, where he received his associate degree in electronic engineering. Before stepping into his current role, he and his wife ran a highly successful mechanical company that in a few short years had amassed over $1 million worth of business. He is currently a senior facilities manager for Cushman & Wakefield, the 3rd largest global real estate company that operates in 60 countries worldwide. He oversees the Verizon portfolio that consists of 2 million square feet of network equipment and real estate throughout the greater Philadelphia area. Greg is happily married to his wife, Jessica. Together they have 5 children who also attend school at Northwest. Greg Mullins.
Well, thank you so much, Brooke. I actually had Mr. Minor written down here. I thought he was going to do this, but to say that I'm honored to be here is an understatement. Mr. Minor touched on something, and I'm not going to go too far off script here, about some of you might just be happy that you made it. That was me. That was me. So I just want you to know that there's a lot of people who have been in your seat, no matter where it is, and they've somehow managed to make a life. So if I may, I'm sure everybody out there, including the students here, were impressed by my list of accolades, as they were through the roof. I'm kidding. And if I'm being honest, my initial response was, why? Why am I up here? Someone in high regard asked me for this, and he thought I might have something positive to say to you guys, so I'm going to give it a try. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished faculty, proud parents, and most importantly, the remarkable graduating class, Northwest Area High School. Today we come here to celebrate years of culmination, hard work, and dedication, so congratulations to each one of you. And as we gather here on this memorable occasion, I want to take a moment to challenge the conventional notions of success. Society often paints success as a linear path, a destination not to be reached, a destination to be reached where wealth, power, and prestige often define your worth. But I'm here to stand and tell you that it's not a fixed point in the distance. It's a dynamic. It's an ever-evolving journey that lies in each one of you. So while we have a minute, let's take a moment to redefine success, because it's not solely measured by external validation or material possessions. It's not defined by societal expectations or the opinions of others. Success is a deeply personal and unique thing to every individual. It's about discovering your true passions, values, and your purpose in life. Success is not about what you receive, but it's actually about how much can you give. In this pursuit of success, I ask you, I beg you to seek joy, because that's what you're going to want. That's what you need. It's tricky and it's hard to find, but I want you to start by looking in yourself, and the first thing you can do is to ask, what are you not? What don't I want to be? And once you've established that, you now have a baseline, and you do your darnest to avoid that. Now, you can start figuring out who you are, because that's where you're going to find joy. You see, joy is fashioned in each one of us. Every single person here has something, and it's the most beautiful thing about us. We're all different, so we'll all have some kind of joy that looks different. and you're gonna want to share that. That's the beautiful part of it. It's imperative that you share the joy. This wind is amazing. Maggots. They're here. Be careful while you're searching for joy, and be careful to not link achievements with joy, because we get so caught up in the pursuit of achievements, we forget to savor the simple pleasures of true happiness. But be cautious looking for happiness, because if you link them to happiness, you end up creating a checklist. And if happiness becomes a checklist, it's going to be hard to be happy. Because all of a sudden, you're like, if I get the job, I'm going to be happy. If I get the raise, I'm going to be happy. If the Eagles win another Super Bowl, we're going to be happy. However, the path to joy is not easy. It will not be paved with comfort and ease. Growth, both professional and personal, demands that you step outside your comfort zones and embrace discomfort, because it's in the face and challenges and adversity that you'll discover your true potential. Embracing discomfort means that you're open to new ideas, taking risks, and pushing past boundaries of what you thought were possible. And please, don't ever say, that's impossible, or I can't believe it, especially when it happens right in front of you. It's possible, it's happened, it's gonna happen. You need to embrace failure. My girls will come home to me sometimes after a basketball game, and they'll tell me they lost. I tell them, no way. You just got a lesson on how to win. You need to use failure as a teacher and as a stepping stone towards greatness. Let your setbacks fuel your determination to rise above and keep moving forward. If you haven't heard this, I'm going to tell you, you need to surround yourself with good people. Because surrounding yourself with those who uplift and inspire you are imperative. You need a support system. So as you embark on this new chapter of your lives, armed with knowledge and fueled by passion, remember that success is not a destination, but a lifelong journey. Allow your values and not society's expectations to guide you. Seek joy in the smallest moments and embrace discomfort as a catalyst for growth. Remember that success is not reaching a predefined endpoint. It's about living a life of purpose, meaning, and authenticity. And each one of you has the power to redefine success, to seek joy, and embrace discomfort. As you go forth, make your mark on the world, guided by your own unique definition of success. So congratulations, class of 2023. Your potential is limitless, and I have no doubt that you will shape a brighter and more compassionate world. May your journey be filled with joy, discovery, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. God bless you all.
Mr. Mullins, please come back up here. On behalf of the class of 2023, I would like to present you with a gift for that amazing speech you just gave us. Thank you so much.
Superintendent Mr. Long, Board President Mr. LaValle, I would like to present to you the class of 2023 to receive their diplomas.
Second row.
Richard Bear. Brooke Marie Bow. Thomas Beerley. Jacob Walter Boberski.
Jake!
Caleb John Bonetsky.
Way to go, Caleb!
Gage Luke Bonham.
Something in the middle of the field on the 50-yard line. Last chance, you'll be out there on that 50-yard line.
Chase Allen Burke.
He's gonna do it.
I saw him stretching. I knew it was coming. Emma Grace Carey.
I would have done a cartwheel or at least
Kelton James Clark. Aiden K. Cooper.
Don't they move their tassel to the other side? Fake them out.
What?
Preston Craigle.
It's such a small class. Preston, you did it. Star's brother.
Quinn Davenport. Ashlyn Danielle Davis.
See.
That's it, eh?
Derek Walter Dietz.
Derek. Eric Walter and Jacob Walter. I know that.
Angelina Teresa DePino. Jesse Engel. Jaden Julie. Hunter D. Gamitter. Mackenzie Lee Goss. Joseph Edward Gregorovich. Morgan McKenna Hermanowski. Onisino Sonny Hernandez Jr. Michael Evan Heinlein. Carter Matthew Hauntz. Haley M. Hoover. Landon Paul Hufford. Gavin, the man, Kishba. So he told me his middle name was, I don't know. Tristan Lepore.
Big cat.
Christopher M. Model. Clark E. Mead. Jade Melton.
Not in our circus.
Charlie Jade Minor.
Principal Stars.
I don't think so.
Jacob Moss.
We're gonna wait for everyone else to get there.
Taylor Marie Noss. Zachary James O'Day.
Wish I had glitter.
Nathan Morgan Obahoski. Corey Jeffrey Perkins. Derek Michael Parentoni. Zachary Ryan Safka. Lauren Elizabeth Savage.
Go, Lori!
Jacob Joel Seltzer.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Connor James Shea. Ashlyn E. Slazarchik. Zachary A. Slusser.
Go, Zach.
Michael Andrew Smith.
All right, Kate!
Matthew Wyatt Sorber. Ryan Spare. John Jacob Schritzinger. April Sutliff. Lucas James Switek. Logan James Thomas. Jenna E. Tutterow. Abigail Wilczewski. Cade D. Wildoner. Connor Wilson. Taylor Dallas Yable. At this time, I would ask that all the graduates please stand and please welcome Mr. Joseph Long, Superintendent, for the certification of the diplomas.
Good evening. Upon the recommendation of the high school staff, faculty, Mr. Mills and Mr. Minor. By the authority granted to me by you, the Northwest Area School Board of Education, I attest as superintendent that all the graduates who were presented individually have successfully completed all the course requirements as mandated by the Pennsylvania Department of Education, the Northwest Area School Board of Education, and thus are entitled to all the honors and privileges of a Northwest Area high school diploma. I'm going to call Miss Bow up to the 50-yard line, and my congratulations, you're now officially Northwest Area alumni. You may be seated. This gets old, but I start my commencement address the same way every year. Advice number 1, listen to your significant other. My wife always reminds me the night before graduation that no one came to see me. Keep it short. I will be brief. Members of the Board of Education, administration, faculty, staff, and parents, grandparents, siblings, friends, but most importantly, the class of 2023, our newest alumni. Initially, thank you to Mr. Minor, Mr. Mills, Senior Advisor Mr. Martin, and the high school staff for the planning of the school year, the week-long events, and this, the culminating ceremony of graduation. Your efforts have been outstanding. Thank you to Mr. Shoemaker and the maintenance staff for their hard work to prepare the grounds and set up the ceremony. Thank you to our administration, faculty, and staff, the heart of the education system in our district, for a great school year. Thank you to our Board of Education. They are second to none and dedicated to what is best for you, the students. Thank you to our speaker this evening, Mr. Mullins, for sharing such an inspirational speech. Tremendous job. Thank you to our parents for allowing us to work with your greatest accomplishment. And thank you to the class of 2023. On behalf of the Board of Education, administration, faculty, and staff, we congratulate all of you on your hard work and achievements to reach graduation day. I'm going to share just a few thoughts. I am old. Each year I come here and the graduating class is 18. I just get a year older. I share some of these thoughts with your grandparents. I remember rotary phones. Changing the television station to one of the 4 channels we had, you actually had to get up out of the chair and go change the station. I remember growing up without the internet, computers, and cell phones. I don't know how we survived. Throughout my life, though, I've learned a few things. Just a few statements I want to share with you. I've learned that no matter how serious your life requires you to be, you still need that friend to be goofy with. I've learned that being kind is better than being right. I've learned that sometimes all a person needs is an ear to listen, a hand to hold, and a heart to understand. I've learned, coupling on what Mr. Mullins said to you, that the easiest way for me to grow as a person is to surround myself with people smarter than I am. I've learned that everyone you meet deserves to be greeted with a smile. I've learned that life is tough, but all of us are tougher. The most important thing I've learned, and please remember this with your parents, I wish that I could have told my mom and dad that I loved them one more time. So, Enjoy the journey of life. Have no regrets. Treat people well. Be there for others. And you will live a life well lived. Congratulations to the class of 2023.
That's what I'm trying to
At this time, please welcome valedictorian, Mr. Landon Hufford.
Before I begin, there was one person that I forgot to thank in here, and that's my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So I pray that this speech would glorify him today. Hello, thank you. Before I start, I would like to take a moment to first introduce myself. My name is Landon Hufford, and I have been given the honor to speak with you this evening as the valedictorian of the Northwest Area Class of 2023. While this distinction has been granted to me, it would be a disservice if I were to take all of the credit for it. Thank you to the faculty, administration, and staff, even though I have no idea what the difference is between any of those titles. But I'm sure you are all very important in your own way. I would also like to extend my gratitude to the unsung heroes of the school. A special thank you goes out to the janitors, the lunch ladies, and all of the other people that work tirelessly in order to make this place function smoothly. While preparing to sit down and begin writing this speech, I did what any logical thinker would do. I Googled it. Best graduation speech ever into the search bar. I sat there and watched video after video, formulating new ideas and listening to witty quotes that I thought would give me the golden stamp of approval and would make people remember my speech for years to come. I started to write. Back and forth between Google Docs and YouTube. I'll have this done in no time, I thought to myself. And then I stopped. I ripped up my paper. Well, not really. I backspaced the doc. It's 2023. And I started again. This time writing what I wanted to write. Something that I felt deserved to be voiced in a circumstance like this. Now, I took a risk here and was hopeful that the other speakers would recap and reminisce on all that the class of 2023 has gone through, because there is quite a lengthy list. I'm not going to do that here today, so bear with me. So, I'm just going to talk to you like real people. In April of this year, my family went through one of the toughest times that we have experienced. My sister, Lindsay, some of you know her and most of you probably do not know her, has struggled with OCD for as long as I could remember. One of my earliest memories of my childhood is sitting at my kitchen table, listening to a screaming match between my mom and my sister over something as simple as an English assignment. Now, I can't tell you the exact problem, but I know that it was something minute. Definitely did not matter. But it mattered to her. That's how OCD works. Now, first, I feel that I need to give you guys some insight into the world of OCD. OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, takes on many forms. Less severe conditions are the ones everyone thinks about when they hear it. I need to touch the doorknob 3 times before I could leave. Don't touch me, your hands are dirty. Excuse me, I need to go wash my hands 5 times. But I have been a part of the more severe symptoms. It is obsessive. A thought that pops into your head, an irrational thought nonetheless, and it will not leave. replaying and replaying until your mind is rendered useless, leaving you lying in bed all day because the thought of taking on the day is exhausting. It is a truly horrible disorder. So back to my story. April hits and life is normal, or as normal as life is in 2023. OCD is under control until it isn't. Snowball effect begins to roll, consuming everything in its path. Quickly. Screaming matches daily that turn into awkward silences that carry into the night until it's time to rest up and restart the cycle the next day. I usually tend to sit quietly and observe, or just distance myself from the situation altogether. But this one night, it was different. The cycle had continued, my sister had disappeared into her room, and my mother and I were left in the same awkward silence that seemed to be the same dreadful recurring theme. But this time was different. I was asked a question. Will it ever get better? Will she ever be the same as she was before? She was doing so good. I really didn't know what to say at the moment, so I did what any good son would do. I told her yes. I didn't have any wise words of wisdom or an answer that would cure all of our problems, simply a yes. I sat there for a few more minutes, running through all of the inspirational quotes that I had stored away, but said nothing. I then walked away and went to my room. I needed to get away. I began to scroll mindlessly through Instagram when I came across a video. It was a group of celebrities sitting around a table, just talking. I really don't remember who was all there except for the one speaking, which was Tom Hanks. I'm not going to explain to you who Tom Hanks is, you should know. And the next 4 simple words that Tom Hanks spoke broke me and cut me to my core. This too shall pass, he said. That was it. This too shall pass. I began to tear up because it was the sign that our family was so helplessly awaiting. This was our answer. Now, I was told that every great valedictorian speech gave a challenge to their class, so that is what I'm going to do. Like every amazing 5-paragraph essay, I have 3 points that I feel each and every one of us could take with us into the next chapter of our lives, whether that be going to college, enlisting in the military, entering straight into the workforce, or trying to hit it big in the sports gambling world. Number 1, the first life-changing motivational blurb is to say that nobody cares. After this speech, I'll most likely not talk to 75% of you ever again. In all honesty, if I ever see you in the grocery store, I can guarantee you that I will go out of my way to put my hood on and sneak out of the doors so that I won't have to make small talk with you. Because no one cares. I'm not saying this in a way that gives people the free ride to do as they please. I'm saying this because in this generation, we allow other people to dictate how we live our lives all the time. That isn't fair. Go out in the world and find something that brings you joy. And do that thing. Stop chasing after secular nonsense. Because soon, striving for the perfect grade turns into slaving for the perfect car. Declining the invite from your friends to go hang out turns into telling your kids, maybe tomorrow, when they want to spend some time with their mom or dad, as you lock yourself in your office to try and catch up on work. Have some integrity. Understand that doing the right thing is so much more valuable than whatever it is that just popped into your head. If high school has taught me one thing. It is that people will do whatever it takes to get ahead. But that doesn't matter. What really matters at the end of the day is what you feel in your heart and your mind when your head hits the pillow. All of those fancy things are temporary and they don't matter. Peace and joy matter. So stop caring about how your life looks to them, because they have no idea what they're doing either. Number 2, believe. That's it. Believe in something. Everything happens for a reason, and there is a plan for your life. There's a decoration in my house that has been hanging above my kitchen table forever. For those of you that don't know, my house does not have a lot of decorations. There aren't many cliche family trips to the beach or the live, laugh, love sign that sits on the dusty corner table. But this decoration has always been there, not once moved. So that means it is tremendously dirty. It is a bunch of stars held together by a piece of string, and the stars have letters on them to spell out believe. Believe has been our family's rock that we stand on in tough times. And I encourage you, the class of 2023, to find your believe. Put your faith in something that matters to you and stand firm. And finally, number 3, learn that this too shall pass. Times are tough and you feel as though you have hit rock bottom. This too shall pass. You lost your job, the bills start to pile up. I don't even have the energy to get out of bed. This too shall pass. But there's another side to this saying, which I believe gives it all of its power. You are on top of the world and feel like nothing will ever go wrong in your life again. This too shall pass. I got promoted. We're going to the Super Bowl. This too shall pass. Time will keep on ticking no matter if you want it to or not. But whatever situation life has placed in front of you, whether that be a battlefield or a playground, will pass. Lindsay, my sister that got the majority of my speech and didn't even make it here, so she gets the worst big sister ever award, is better now. By the grace of God and many prayers coming in many forms, including tears, she's better. She got the help that she needed and is not back to normal, but she's getting there. But my family got the perspective change that we needed, and we have grown so much because of it. So, to the class of 2023, I hope that the words that I just stood up here and shouted at you for the last couple minutes cut you to the heart like I was. I feel extremely confident that this group of 55 will make an impact on the world. And if we don't, that's okay too. I feel extremely grateful to be graduating from the small school that is Northwest area. Every school has its flaws, but we try our best here. While I close, I would like to leave you with one last thought. My sister is not in attendance today because she is at practice for her upcoming production of Bonnie and Clyde. She is doing what makes her happy, and that is all that matters. Thank you. Thank you, Landon.
At this time, would you please stand for the singing of the alma mater? Immediately following the alma mater, students will be throwing their caps at the front of the bleachers. We ask that all parents remain in the bleachers. Students will be exiting out of the gate at the end of the stadium near the baseball field and will meet their families outside of the field in the bleachers or in the concourse of the stadium. Beneath your